Hi guys, this video is going to be about Book of Shadows. So my very first Book of Shadows was basically a piece of cardboard folded down the middle for a spine, and then the two outsides folded up, and a pentagram printed off the computer. And you know the, I can't remember what it's called, the contact that you stick things on, like school books and stuff, that stuck over the pentagram, and pages that I had coloured with tea and coffee. And I stuck them in there, and that was my first Book of Shadows. It had, what it had in it, it had like different herbs and stuff. It wasn't a lot because it was my very first, and so basically, that after a while it got really disgusting because of the coffee smell, and it was just, yeah. So what I did then is I got a journal. As you can see, most of the pages are ripped out of it, and it has the triquetra on it. And see, this was a time when I had some people that I used to, like, not practice with, but we talk about it and discuss different ideas, and that represented it. The three, because there was three of us, the 3 points. But I decided to go by myself, be individual, and I didn't feel this really, I didn't feel this was right on my path anymore. So I got rid of that one, and I used this one. If you can see, that can't really see that well, I guess. It's a pentagram, and I made these myself, these little string ribbon things, and this basically has a lot in it. This was from when I was a Wiccan, but as you all know from my other video, I have recently changed my path to just Celtic Wicca, not just Wicca, because I believe in different things. So I personally think it's okay to show you this, because it's not, like, it is mine, but it's not what I believe in anymore. Yeah, itchy elbow. So that's the front cover. I drew all that. That's the Wiccan Rede, which, yeah, like in here it says stuff about, like, I'm not telling you don't be Wiccan, but I prefer Celtic Wicca. That's the end of the Wiccan Rede. And then there's just like spells and stuff in here, stuff about Wicca that, yeah, that I did. I only used, like, that's how much of it I used. Just get out of the way. And that's how much I didn't use. So yeah, I was kind of annoyed that I, like, wasted this whole book, but on the other hand, I was happy that I feel more comfortable in this, in Celtic. So yeah, I covered it with just brown material. And then the Book of Shadows I have now, which I haven't really started, basically is this. It's got ridges along the spine. I haven't written anything in it, so I feel it's okay to show you. It's got parchment paper on the inside. That's the back of it. It's got like a piece of parchment paper there to cover up the little cracks and stuff, and it's that thick. It's about, what did I say, about 80 pages. I counted them all, and I have different sections for the god and the goddess. I printed that off because I wanted to have a picture in the background, and I don't really know if you can see, but there's a picture of tree, goddess, and god there. I guess there's one for rituals, and there's one for Sabbats. I lied. I've written about Samhain in here, and Yule, but I haven't finished my Yule. So this, actually, I thought, most people I've seen on YouTube, like, their Book of Shadows took like a week to make, whatever. Mine, I seriously did it in a night. One night, I was at the shops and I just got a folder, the ring binder, and I had this fabric at home, and then I bought, I think it took about almost 2 of these. There's come in a 50 pack of parchment paper. Almost 2 of them. It's pretty expensive, but it was worth it. And what I did to make it look like there was more is I just quickly dunked it in some water and then dried, and it went all crinkly. But some of my pages in here, because I wanted to fit as much pages as I could, some of them are still just flat, but I think the different like textures looks really good. And I didn't, when I hole punched them to put them in the binder, I did some of them so they were lower down and some of them so they were higher up, so it's like different textures through there, if you can see. So yeah, that's my Book of Shadows now, and I made, like I said, I made ridges along the spine to make it look a bit more authentic. I have the pentagram on the front, so things in the corner. So yeah, I thought the other one I made with the pentagram was really good, and then I made this one and I was like, wow. So the good thing about this is, if you're writing something, because it's really hard to write because it's quite thick and the pages are all crinkly, so what I do is I open it up, take a page out, clip it shut. If I'm just like sitting on my bed and I want to write something in there, and then I can just go to the back of it, be on the back of it, and, you know, write, and it's flat and it's good. And then I go back to wherever I was, open it up, and stick it in. And the good thing about this is, if I write something and I feel it has nothing to do with my path anymore, I can just take it, get rid of it. If I want to move something around, like if I put something just generally in there and then I add to it and I feel it talks more about the Sabbats, then I'll put it in that section. I haven't made a contents page because I just like the idea of going through it and finding it myself than having a contents page. Like, originally I thought the idea of a binder was really not a good idea because it just didn't look nice, but once I decorated it, see, there was a little gap there, I even went to the trouble of cutting out material to fit that gap. On the back, yeah, to fit. Then I got some ribbons and stuff in there with a ring that I can't wear anymore because the metal makes me itchy. But it's got a nice gem in it, so I put that there. And the edges are all like fluffy. Not fluffy, but like you can see the ends of the material there. So I didn't like the idea of a binder because I just thought it didn't look nice. And then once I decorated this, I was like, wow, this is really cool. But I didn't want to do most people contents page. I just felt that I didn't have a need for a contents page, but I just like opening up my book, looking through for what I need, reading it, and that's just, I feel that's just better for me. So I am worrying though, because I've planned a lot to write in here, and it's like almost 100 pages, and I can fit more pages in here if I just do it normally with this. I can fit maybe all them in there, but I don't want it to explode. So yeah, that was my worry, like, because I only got the small, like not the small but the medium binder. There was bigger ones that were like maybe like up to there. I was like, should I get that? But it was expensive, so I was like, no. But yeah, so that's my Book of Shadows. If you have any questions about it, I'll be happy to answer. If you want me to make a how-to video, I will. I'll go out and I'll get a cheap folder and I'll get some material and I'll make one for you so you guys can see. So, okay, thanks for watching. Have a good day or whatever, wherever you are. Okay, bye.